In 1978, a school was founded on the busy Athens street called Prince Avenue. There we began, but today we stand 13 miles away with the class of 2020 about to graduate. The first class to experience kindergarten through 12th grade in our new building at 2201 Ruth Jackson Road.
Prince has had a huge impact on my life throughout the time I've been here. The first year I came to Prince, I was in 2nd grade. My teacher was Miss Sue Nell Smeltzer. She was a blessing to have as my first teacher here. I felt comfortable around her, and she made me feel welcome. One day, we were reading a devotion that spoke about the meaning of being a Christian and how we are God's children. That night, after Miss Smeltzer read the devotion to the class, I talked to my mom about it and realized that I needed to grow my relationship with God in a huge way. In 2nd grade, I asked for forgiveness and to be a child of God. This was the first major impact Prince Avenue gave to me, and it was all due to Miss Smeltzer and the love she had for the Lord and the children in her class.
I would say I've had a pretty typical Christian childhood. Been at Prince all my life, as I said. I grew up in a Christian household. I went to church regularly. So I never really knew life without Jesus, but I will admit it was more of an awareness of Jesus, not a relationship with him. I found myself thinking of the Bible as a chore or just another class to pass, and pursuing Jesus was truly habitual. However, when I entered high school, I really began to realize the importance of the stuff I was hearing, the truths of eternity and the gifts we've all been given. I started listening in chapel, in Bible, and understanding what it truly means to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. The love and prayer that I've received from teachers is something I value so much. I'm thankful that we begin every day with prayer and that our classes revolve around the Christian faith. I don't know if I would truly understand how important it is to know Jesus if I did not go to Prince Avenue. I have been surrounded by peers that keep me accountable, pray with me, and genuinely care about me and my salvation. Prince Avenue has been a base for me to stay grounded in my faith prior to entering into college, so I can remember all that I have learned and experienced as I enter into a different environment. Prince has taught me that Jesus Christ will always see me through, and his love for me will never stop. My life is his.
Coming to Prince has impacted me in many ways. Academically, I feel that Prince has thoroughly prepared me for college. The classes are challenging but not overwhelming. The teachers push the students to pursue academic excellence. Because Prince has a relatively small student body, students and teachers are able to establish legitimate relationships that are not just bell-to-bell or superficial. The friends I have made here push me to grow in my relationship with Christ, which is something many public schools cannot offer.
As an athlete at Prince Avenue, I was fortunate enough to be a part of our middle school basketball team that went 57-1 for our 6th through 8th grade year. Also, it has been great to be able to be a part of a still growing varsity girls soccer program, which included a run deep into the playoffs my sophomore year. As much as I try to block it out of my mind, I do remember those years on the cross-country team that pushed my limits. At Prince Avenue, we have grown from being just competitive to winning region championships in multiple sports, and have battled for the state championship in baseball, football, golf, and softball. We have seen numerous students sign athletic scholarships, and that number has increased throughout the years. It has been so much fun to be a part of successful teams at Prince, but it is equally as exciting being in the stands cheering on my classmates.
Prince Avenue has provided me a place where I can thrive in fellowship with a community of believers. During retreats, small groups, and chapel, the whole student body rallies behind Jesus and can feel his presence move through the room. Being at a place where you are constantly encouraged by fellow believers really cultivates and grows your relationship with the Lord, and Prince Avenue values these environments and experiences.
When I came to Prince Avenue, my relationship with God was pretty surface level. However, through the accountability of my peers and my sweet teachers, my relationship began to grow and flourish. Prince has also given me countless opportunities to grow my faith and walk with Christ. I've had opportunities to sing in praise band, lead Bible studies, and be a leader through sports, fine arts, and spiritual life.
This school, however, is more than just a building. It is more than just the address on its mailbox. It is every person and every family represented at this school. It is pre-Kers and freshmen. It is parapros and principals. It is alumni and administration. Past, present, and future Wolverines are all a part of this one family. We are one.
Being a Christian school, Christ is always in front of us, whether it be in chapel, Bible class, retreats, or devotionals. These are some of the biggest benefits of going to Prince. However, we also know that the students and teachers here are flawed and sinful human beings. So, during the challenging times at Prince, I turned to Christ to remind me of my identity in Him. Christ has used the good times and the difficult times to draw me closer to Him.
The community is a definite favorite of mine. Everybody knows everybody, and I love that aspect. Also, the freedom to worship and love God loudly and to have faculty who all do the same. Knowing that the faculty is praying for you specifically, which is literally something they do here if you didn't know. That's something absolutely incredible that I will always admire and be thankful for.
The one thing at Prince that I do not think I could receive anywhere else is a true sense of community. At large public schools, I think it is often difficult to have a sense of community because there are so many people at the school. At Prince Avenue, everybody knows everybody, and this allows us to come together as one unified student body and contribute to our local community in amazing ways.
The community and oneness at Prince is simply incredible. From the way the teachers care for and establish relationships with the students to the interactions between the students, the environment here is amazing.
As we seniors embark on the upcoming chapters in our lives, we also reflect on some of the unforgettable memories that Prince Avenue Christian School has blessed us with.
Junior and senior year, my sister played basketball. All I wanted to do was be the water girl while she was playing basketball, just to hang out with her and her friends. The basketball coach at this time was Coach Ricketts, and he treated me as if I was on the team. I even got my own nameplate. I was involved with all of the activities that were not only the games, but also the team building events. He made me feel like I was one of them. I never thought that a pre-game speech would have such an impact on my life as all of Coach Ricketts' talks. They were uplifting, inspiring, and positive, even for the manager, who was not even playing. I'm sure that he did not know the impact he had on my years of being a basketball manager, but I enjoyed every minute.
The teachers at Prince have always been there and steered me in the right direction. But having people my own age who strive to maintain Christian values, my friendships here, that's something incredibly special. I've made some really genuine friendships at Prince, friendships that will, God willing, last a lifetime. There have been several times when I have lost my way and felt like I had nowhere to turn, and my friends have always been there for me through it all. It truly is amazing to know that I have friends who pray for me and want the best for me. I have friends that send me encouraging verses to refer to, friends that will stay and comfort me when I need them, friends that would go out of their way to have my back. And I especially appreciate that they are not afraid to call me out on my sin and confront me when I need it. If that's what it takes to bring me back to the light, then I know that's a scary thing, but I love my friends so much and they love me so much that we want each other to live our best lives that reflect our Father. These friendships aren't something that a lot of people can claim they had in high school. It's just not typical, But I thank God every day for blessing me with them.
In my 9th grade year, my parents went through a really rough time, and my home life was not healthy. If it wasn't for the community that Prince offers, I don't know if I would have trusted God through that time.
During a school day when I was a freshman, my mom called me letting me know that my cousin had been diagnosed with an extremely rare and dangerous brain tumor. It required immediate surgery, and the rate of survival was low. My mom came and picked me up to take me to the hospital to see her for what could be the last time. But I first had to tell my basketball coach that I was missing practice. Before I could even finish telling him, he hugged me and began praying for my cousin. It was a moment that I knew Prince was where I needed to be.
The most special moment for me at Prince probably came this year when Hunter, Tanner, and myself were accepted to Georgia Tech. Not only were we accepted, but Georgia Tech came to the school during lunch and hand-delivered our letters of acceptance. The most memorable part of the experience was all the cheering from our fellow classmates, who were so excited for the three of us. Prince is not just a place for individuals, but a place where everyone is supported and loved by everybody else.
During my sophomore soccer season, I got a severe concussion that caused me to miss the last 10 games of the season. including the second round of the state playoff game. I remember so many people reaching out to me shortly after getting my concussion, saying that they were praying for me. The whole team reached out to me, my friends, and people I wasn't even very close to. This really comforted me because I felt so loved and so cared for. My team made me feel a part of everything, even though I could not play with them the rest of the season, and that is very special to me.
This school, these teachers, our classmates, this family. Although the class of 2020 will soon part ways, the Prince Avenue family will forever be remembered in our hearts. The times we spent with one another, whether it is in the classroom, on the field, backstage, or in chapel, we hold on to the many different memories that have left a mark on all of us.
The people at Prince who have made the biggest impression on me are English teacher Mrs. Sadler and science teacher Mrs. Owens. Mrs. Sadler has taught me English for 2 years at Prince. She has not only taught me to write, but how to think in-depthly about things that I would have otherwise neglected. Her leadership and teaching methods have taught me how to always be open to learning from others, even if we disagree. Mrs. Owens encouraged me to pursue education beyond the classroom. Through her guidance, I was able to secure an internship at the University of Georgia. Working with distinguished professor Dr. Mohan Kumar at the College of Veterinary Medicine gave me the opportunity to research diabetes in the neuroendocrine system. The experience proved itself to be extremely valuable as I was able to gain an insightful view into biological research at the college level. I don't know if I would have been able to have this experience without being a student at Prince.
The most special aspect of Prince is the relationships that you form with all different kinds of people. Because of Prince, I have found great friends, teachers that care for me, coaches that are willing to invest time in me, and a tight bond with kids that are even younger than me. There are so many opportunities to grow close to people and form relationships with them here at Prince Avenue. Some of the closest relationships I have formed personally have been through athletics. I have been blessed with the opportunity to participate in athletics here at Prince, and the bonds that I have been able to form with my teams have been like no other. The teams here at Prince are so special, and we spend so much time playing together and bonding together.
My two basketball coaches, Will Cantrell and Brandon Jones, have been great male role models in my life. Their love for me goes beyond basketball. They show me what walking with Christ should look like. They both are amazing coaches, but they always make sure to let the players and I know that they care for us as people first.
When I graduate, I plan to pursue an acting career, and my time in Prince Avenue Performing Arts is the reason why. Without it, I never would have discovered where my true passion lies. In the acting field, you meet a lot of different people who are often very different from you, and more often than not, they won't believe the same thing you do. But through my time at Prince, growing in my craft in a Christian environment, I've learned how to handle those in the same field who differ from me, whether that be in religion, sexual orientation, or political views. I have learned how to properly love them and interact with them while remaining true to what I believe. Through my experience in Prince Avenue Fine Arts, I have learned how to love people and coexist with people who are different, which will be so helpful in college and beyond when I am faced with hard to deal with situation, people who disagree with me in the theater field.
I have made some of my best friends here at Prince Avenue. Prince has allowed me to be surrounded by people who love the Lord just as much as I do, and we are able to speak freely about Him every day, which is the most amazing thing the school can do for us. The athletic events are so much fun to be a part of or just to watch. The coaching staff we have here are wonderful people who care for not only the athletes but also the fans that are cheering them on. Going to a Prince sports event is a great way to fellowship with one another.
My Bible teacher, Mr. Aiken, has made a lasting impression on me because of how compassionate he is with me and my peers. He is very caring and always wants what is best for his students. Just by watching the way he interacts with students, you can tell he really believes in the betterment of a student's life and their relationship with Jesus.
As we reminisce on all these amazing times, we will all hold on to one common memory. Prince Avenue has undoubtedly been an amazing place for all of us to attend school. We are scholars, athletes, musicians, actors, and actresses. We are believers. We are one family united upon a common belief that Jesus Christ died for each and every one of us. Prince is something to all of us.
I think that Prince has prepared me for my next step in life, which would be going to college. The academics have prepared me. The teachers, the coaches, and the spiritual aspect of Prince have all prepared me for my next step in life. Even though I will not be continuing my athletic career in college, it has prepared me to be able to form relationships with people that I might not have been close to without athletics. It has also taught me life skills such as not giving up even when situations get difficult, working hard to achieve my goals, and learning to focus on others instead of myself.
When I began my senior year, I signed up to be a part of the Barnabas Student Mentorship Program. The Barnabas Program is a class a student 10th through 12th grade must apply for. After being accepted, you are matched with some younger students at Prince to mentor. I was paired with 2 7th graders and 1 5th grader. When I meet with them, we get to do a variety of things, such as go outside and throw the football or go in the gym and play basketball. Before I take them back to their classes, I get to pray with them. The Barnabas program has been my favorite aspect of Prince Avenue because this program is something no other school offers. I love that I get to develop relationships with guys younger than me, and that I also get to foster their relationships with Christ.
My main takeaway from Prince will hopefully be a diploma. Honestly, I'll be taking away valuable lessons and friendships that I will never forget. I will take away a knowledge of the Lord and a confidence in trusting His plan for me. I will always be taking away a knowledge of how to lead in whatever authoritative position I find myself in a Christian-like servant way. You know, something my time at Prince and my parents have taught me pretty well.
Prince Avenue has allowed me to grow in my faith. Without attending this school, I feel that I would not have ended up as the person I am today. Prince Avenue has something for everyone, such as athletics, academics, theater, or all of the above.
When I leave Prince, I will take with me a phenomenal education, a strong Christian foundation, and an intense work ethic. Prince has taught me to work hard, especially in the classroom, and it is because of this work ethic that I desire to go on to accomplish big things in college.
We are one group of students, one team of teachers, one band of faculty. Prince is one.
Prince is cultivating.
Prince is welcoming.
Prince is unique.
Prince is fellowship.
Prince is enlightening.
Prince is intentional.
Prince is fruitful.
Prince is inspiring.
Prince is family.
Prince is maturing.
Prince is supportive.
Prince is tradition.
Prince is loving.
Prince is positive.
Prince is impactful.
Prince is blessed.
Prince is united.
Prince is home.
So thank you, Prince. Thank you for giving me a platform and an opportunity to succeed. Thank you for providing a home for all students and their families. Thank you for fostering our dreams and teaching us along the way. Thank you for the Christian values that have been instilled upon us. Thank you, Prince, for the memories. And remember, it is always a great day to be a Wolverine.